Hi everyone, it's Julia, and in today's video we're going to be talking about assertiveness. I have 3 core questions that I wanted to ask you all so that way you can self-reflect and kind of understand where you are in asserting yourself and your assertiveness in general. Being assertive is really difficult. It can be really hard because you don't want to cause any problems, you don't want any dissension, you don't want any conflict with people. And so at times you might feel something or you might be upset about something, but then you kind of just are laid back, kind of just retract it, you don't really address it to keep the peace. Or sometimes people might have issues with you and you probably are not really good at really trying to explain yourself and defend yourself because you are worried about people having more to say. So this is a very common issue and problem with many people, especially myself, especially me growing up as a people pleaser, wanting to make people happy. And so I think this is a common problem with a lot of nice people. They kind of just want to smooth things over. And these questions kind of help me self-reflect on where I was in becoming more assertive, and I feel that it readied me to be more assertive. Question number 1 is, are you worried or scared about becoming assertive? Again, like I said before, it's very valid to be worried about confrontation, to be worried about conflict when it comes to asserting yourself. However, assertiveness does not mean that you need to be confrontational. Assertiveness does not mean confrontational. Assertiveness is just allowing people to know where you are and where you stand on situations and your feelings and your convictions. I think it's very important that people understand where you are and how you feel, so that way they don't feel like they can just dictate and call the shots in your life. My second question is, do you understand what it means to stand in your truth? So standing in your truth is when you have a feeling or conviction and you don't allow people to jade you or to make you feel bad for what you felt. There's a certain way to deliver your convictions and your feelings and your beliefs without being offensive, but to be honest, especially given the climate we live in today, it's kind of very easy for people to get easily offended by anything you have to say. And so I think it's important to keep people's feelings in mind, but ultimately, if you truly feel a certain way, if you're truly passionate and it aligns with your morals, your values, and just how you've gone about life, I say don't let people jade you or make you feel like you need to retract your feelings in order to appeal to the masses. Standing in your truth really helps you become more assertive because you're letting people know that I'm not just going to allow what you think to completely sway how I feel. I feel a certain way, and that's just how it's going to be. Now again, like I said, be sure to be mindful of other people's feelings, so be mindful of your delivery when you're asserting yourself, whether that be if you have to address somebody about something or if someone's addressing you about something. Make sure that you are mindful of how you speak to the person, so that way their likelihood of being offended is lower. My last question is, are you ready to become more assertive? I think becoming more assertive, you just have to ask yourself the question if you're ready. If you're ready to become a more assertive person, then over time, you're going to grow in your assertiveness. You're going to be able to go through different situations, and that will grow your assertiveness. So being ready for it means that you don't force your assertiveness, because a lot of times if you try to force being assertive, you may come across very confrontational, or you may come across like you're trying really hard to prove a point when you're really just trying to establish your point without being forceful. And I think it's very important to analyze if you're ready to become a more assertive person and to take baby steps with it. You can't become a super assertive person right away. If anything, I think it comes with life experience. I think it comes with time. I think it comes with just things you go through in life makes you more assertive. And I feel like when you get older, you kind of stop caring as much about other people's opinions. Because you're more solid in who you are as a person. You're more solid and you are more aware of your intentions. So I definitely will tell you all that you don't need to force assertiveness. You need to let it come with time. But what you can do is be kind of mindful of it and make it a goal of yourself that if you are in conflict, that you will be strong and you will kind of stand your ground whenever you're feeling something isn't right or whenever there's something you need to say. And at Sisterhood Agenda, we're always here to help you with any problems you're having. You can always go online and schedule a consultation or check the links in the description box for any more support. And thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.